Hello all and welcome back to DannyBTalks. Ordinarily, my wife Claudia and I, we love to show you our adventures at local NASCAR races within the southeastern area, and sometimes we travel across the different places to see NASCAR racing. Well, on this trip, we're not going to be covering any kind of NASCAR. We will travel by many ways, by air, by boat, by car, even by train. Now in 2019, my wife and I, we celebrated our honeymoon when we went to the Florida area seeing Disney World and the NASCAR Championship weekend in Miami in 2019. Well, on this, our first anniversary, which was at the end of October of 2020, we traveled on a unique experience that we decided to do when we discovered we wouldn't be able to go do our original plans, which was to go see racing at Martinsville and work in some other stops in there. So we decided to do something entirely unique by traveling to New England. We start off on our flight from Nashville to Chicago, and from Chicago over to Philadelphia, and from there we'll head out through New York City and through to New England. Enjoy the episode.
All right, we just arrived in Philly, picked up our rental car, and you want to see what we got? We've got a red Jeep Wrangler. Oh, look who's that driving.
Hey, I'm not in a Toyota, I'm a Jeep.
All right, we'll see how this thing does for the week. We got a long drive, probably almost 5 hours to Massachusetts, so we get to see a little bit scenic along the way, grab us some food, and we'll take you along for the ride. All right, folks, that is New York City over there. We're about to head that direction just to kind of sightsee. Going over the bridge here soon. You excited?
I'm excited.
Well, it's really close to your face.
Whoa.
There we go.
I've been in New York City one time, a long time ago. What year was it? Oh, I think it's actually 10 years ago. It was 2010 when I went. So, kind of neat. I'm back here 10 years later.
I went on a field trip when I was, I think, in the 5th grade. So, the end of 2000, well, I say the end of, well, I guess from the end of my 5th grade year, which was 2007, around May of 2007. So, it's been, I guess, what, 13 years since I've been here. Yeah, I wish we had more time to stop, but especially with coronavirus, I'm happy that it's just going to be a little pass-through. We're not really getting out and getting on Times Square or any of that crazy stuff. I just want to, like, hey, cool, there it is, move on.
Yeah, this place is a hotbed. Me and her have had 2 COVID tests come back negative, so we're not trying to catch it over here.
Yeah, so we'll just keep our eyes peeled for any other kind of cool landmarks.
So I am at a place I did not really anticipate being in a little while back. I thought there was a chance maybe we'd see it, but we're actually here in New York City. There it all is, the Big Apple right behind me, and I'll be honest, over here where we're at the Liberty State Park, kind of more of a ghost town. Like, I guess with all the COVID stuff, people may not want to be in New York City as much, so kind of have it a little bit to ourselves. Not that many people here. So over here in this area, I believe this is actual frames from the World Trade Center, and they have a nice little monument here going up on, like, pretty tall. Maybe there's a bunch of names of the people who were lost in the 9/11 attacks, and then just on the other side you can see the new World Trade Center. That's really cool. And over here is the coast of NYC. Up in the distance there, you can kind of make out is Ellis Island, and you might be able to barely see it, but we do see the Statue of Liberty just barely behind Ellis Island there. And then off over there is the Brooklyn Bridge. One thing that was very nice and relaxing about this part of the day was just after a day of traveling by flying and then by driving for a little bit into New York City, we were just enjoying all of the great views at Liberty Island State Park in New York City, enjoying the water as it crashed along the rocks, enjoying the views of the Statue of Liberty, and just taking in the peaceful nature of that area before we would head into, well, less peaceful area. Massive geese flyover coming over right now. So it looks like this is the old Liberty Island train station or something like that. There's my wife, Claudia. How you like New York?
It's quiet over this part, but I want to go to Times Square just to drop there to say we did, and I'm sure it's a lot busier over there, but it's just kind of eerie quiet, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're in New York City, but we are, because I mean, clearly, there it is.
Yeah, but we're more on the outskirts of like the actual city, you know, because obviously the city.
Yeah. But there it is. Alright, we are in the Holland Tunnel right now, and this thing is long. We've got the GPS going here, and you can kind of get an idea of just how long it's taking us to get through this thing.
There we go, now it's focused.
We're like not even close to being out of it. Like this thing goes really far under the water. Such a long tunnel.
Okay, here you go, Daniel. Here's all your people.
Yeah, no, I thought it was calm over at Liberty State Park. It's giving me serious anxiety being over here.
You got bikers, there's pedestrians.
People all over the roads. And there's regular restaurants, Taco Bell, McDonald's, even Chick-fil-A in New York City.
Oh yeah, gotta have Chick-fil-A. Look how bright it is.
Welcome to Times Square.
The destination is on your right, Times Square. Arrived.
Wow.
There it is.
And then it's all dark over here. All right, definitely made it out of New York City. Lots of traffic.
Ooh, that was drove my anxiety up a lot, that's for sure. Now it's a lot more open highway here.
Yeah, we just made it through Hartford, Connecticut. So it is, let's see what time it is. 9:13. So we have about an hour to go. Long day. We got off the plane a little after 12.
Yep.
And it was only supposed to take 4 hours to get here.
Yeah, so what happened?
Well, we had to get a COVID test because of New England, which we passed. Yay.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not complaining, but you know, it's something you just gotta do.
We had to stop and do that, and then we stopped and took a little detour to New York City, you know, probably with the traffic and navigating through that. Got us some lunch, you know, we just got dinner, and we are heading to our Airbnb in Massachusetts.
Yep.
So we're gonna stay in the northwestern part of the state.
Yep.
So right as you're about to enter in Vermont. So tomorrow we're gonna do a lot of road tripping through Vermont, and then end up tomorrow night in New Hampshire. So we're gonna just kind of drive through Vermont tomorrow, sightsee. Hopefully trees are pretty colors, we can see a lot of nature and whatnot.
Yeah, it's funny to think that we say we're in Connecticut, but we still have to go to the northwestern part of Massachusetts. Like these states are so small, you get in and out of them really quick.
Yeah, like it says on our GPS, an hour and 6 minutes, and we're not even in Massachusetts yet.
Yeah.
A little bit longer, then we'll be at our Airbnb and finally call it a night.
Ready to go to bed. And even in all this time, they still have not finished the NASCAR race from Sunday, so we still don't know who's won that.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, we are about to head out of Massachusetts today, and just wanted to show you all where we've been staying at. Forgive the fogging up of the camera here, because it's kind of a lot warmer out. It's a lot warmer in here than it was out in the Jeep where the camera was overnight. And fix it right here real quick. Okay, so this thing's really cute. It's a little apartment, and it's right in like a woodsy area. This little town we're in is so adorable. I'll show you guys that too. But the kitchen, pretty simple. They got this fridge here. They have some stuff in here. They have some food and stuff available too. They have some games, some books and stuff. Like, these people are what you ideally expect from Airbnb people. Like, they really have took care of everyone who comes to visit. And then go upstairs here. It is a loft style apartment. Do have Just a regular bathroom in here, one shower. The tiniest sink in the world. Only complain about this place. Go upstairs, and then up here you'll find a little corner table, bed, 2 little chairs area, little recliner, little lounge area, so you could sleep more than, you know, just 2 people here. Has a TV upstairs. You can look down there and see Miss Claudia doing whatever she's doing.
I don't know, I can't see you. Do you see me?
Now I do. And then go outside here, where we've got a nice view on this back porch. See some of the fall colors here. Main reason we came here in the first place. He does have like a little fire pit area over there, but kind of rainy. Yeah, really pretty area up here. Could not have asked for a better first night of rest, and now ready to get out and explore the rest of New England. After we left our Airbnb for the day, we went out into the little town of Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts, in which we were just outside of. And this town was the absolute most beautiful little New England town I think I remember seeing on our trip. I mean, it was right along a river that, of course, goes into what you'd imagine a big waterfall that was absolutely gorgeous. I talked to some of the locals. They say the trout and salmon fishing in that area is wonderful. Certainly, I would love to come back here at another time to explore some of these fishing opportunities. And the town of Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts was really cute in and of itself, having a population of 1,800, and we decided to head in that morning to have breakfast and see what the town was all about. Alright, so we are in now this town of Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts, and this place is so cute, isn't it, Claudia?
It is. It's like such a little small town. I remember driving around, I was like, this is what I think Massachusetts is supposed to be like. You know? Just a cute little quaint town. Lots of fall trees. It's so cute. Yeah, I think it's adorable. And we're about to go into this little restaurant called Baked and have breakfast. And it's right by the river too, so nice little place. If it wasn't kind of drizzly raining, it'd be nice to sit outside. I agree. But yeah, we'll just look at the view from the car and the windows. Yep. Dale's over here making friends with all the locals.
It really is a nice place here because everyone knows each other and they're not afraid to meet a stranger either. So this is a really good, ideal town. This little restaurant here is just perfect. And we're right outside on the river too, so it's really cute.
But yeah, breakfast just came.
It looks good.
Of course, we got to document all the food, pancakes and bacon, and I got a veggie omelet and home fries.
I mean, as any delivers, like to say, like I'm always making everyone hungry in these vlogs, so.
Hey, this is just our first stop.
So this little town is just absolutely adorable. Just a one, you know, kind of mostly one road in and out of here. Little stores for here, like there's little salons, there's little, you know, little kind of like antique shops, little liquor store, some restaurants, pottery, and then right here is the bridge. Chatted with some of the locals inside the restaurant, and there's some confirmed there is some good trout fishing in here. Talked to a guy whose friend recently caught a 30-pound brown trout out of this lake or river, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I can even look out and I see some fish kind of like making some movement on the water. But very pretty here, and just this bridge goes for here to the walking bridge over there. Very pretty here. After our time in Shelburne Falls, we hit the road in our Jeep. We made our way along the highways, along the river, through the hills, and through all the fall colors of Massachusetts, which led us into the town of Bennington, Vermont, where we checked out the Bennington Battle Monument. This monument was built to commemorate the Battle of Bennington, which occurred on August 16, 1777, and this is considered to be the turning point in the Revolutionary War. So ordinarily over here at the Bennington Monument, they do usually have a little gift shop / visitor center to come check out, but it is closed today. It's open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think. And Monday, but neither of those days today. It's very interesting being here and just seeing all these old graves that date back to a long time ago in the 1800s. One of those names is Dr. Jonas Fay, author of the Declaration of Independence of the State of Vermont, member and secretary of the Council of Safety. And then over here is the old church of Bennington. Very pretty. And then oversees the mountains there with the fall colors and the fog rolling over. Kind of just surreal, really. After our time in Bennington was complete, we hit the road once more and we found a little nice spot on the side of the road to have a bite to eat. This is a cute little place. Got a little restaurant, a little country store over here, right in the middle of historic Route 100 in Vermont.
Yeah, I don't really know what city we're in. My GPS says no signal, so that'll be fun trying to get enough signal to figure out where we're going.
Yeah. As far as I know, just stay on Route 100.
Yeah, so we were getting hungry and it's like, well, there's a small little town, let's just stop.
Yep. Alright, got our food from, what was the name of this place?
Mildred's Grill, I think?
Mildred's Grill. And
next to it, like a little country store.
yeah, it's like they literally call it the Vermont Country Store.
Let's see. Oh, we got your
That's
burger.
my burger.
Oh, that's nice. It's like on a little.
Oh yeah, that looks
like a
good.
nice bun.
Good and fresh.
So.
My sweet potato fries to go with it.
And I got called the. Let me stop making a bunch of noise so you can hear me. Northern Comfort. It should be mac and cheese with pulled pork.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah, it smells good. It's got like Vermont cheddar on it, so
Yeah.
definitely try to do the local thing.
Yeah, this burger's got Vermont cheddar on it as well, so I think we found a good spot. After lunch, Claudia found me nestled over my happy place.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing over here?
Wishing I had a fishing pole. Very pretty over here. A lot of open water here. Looks like no one hardly ever fishes it.
Just so still. Yeah, it's just right off the main road we were just traveling on, pulled off.
This would be a perfect lake to go kayak fishing in. Just nice and calm. No boats really flying through here. Like, these fish probably as pristine as can be over here.
Sugar Brush Farms. I found this on the internet. Just looked up some things that are local to Vermont. Obviously, Vermont cheese. And they're also, I guess, known for maple syrup. So this is a cheese and maple syrup farm. I believe you can just kind of go in, maybe sample some stuff. Has a little gift shop. Yeah, just a cute little place, so we're gonna go and check it out.
More people here than I thought there'd be, actually.
Yeah, it's what, almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we'll go in, check it out, see how it is.
Yeah. Wow, you're a big guy.
I know, that's what I was gonna say.
Strong horse.
Looks like a nice size horse.
Muscular. Been hitting the gym. Very beautiful. So they have a lot of different cheese options here. They're going to allow us to actually sample some, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she said that they go from mild to really strong.
Yep.
That is a good
Pretty good.
one.
After our tasting, let's head over to the gift shop and see what we can find. Alright, what you got there, Claudia?
We're getting some maple syrup.
Some authentic Vermont maple syrup.
Yeah, we're gonna get some for my family or whatnot, so.
Yep. So.
I think we're also gonna get some cheese. It's kind of interesting, they said the cheese, like, you don't have to refrigerate, which is interesting. So, hopefully it'll make it home.
Hope so.
You think I got enough?
No, not enough at all.
This looks real good. We had smoked Mountain Jack and sharp. So they have a little cute little 3-pack.
Yep. And the cool thing is that we can easily take this to Tennessee because they said it doesn't necessarily have to go in the fridge immediately. It can last a few days, like like maybe even room temperature, or like in our car because it's very cold at night. And then all we gotta do is just throw it in our suitcase and it's good to go.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to me, but the worker was like, well, cheese was invented before refrigerators. That's kind of true.
That's true.
They're kind of made to not be refrigerated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to take this home, try it with some crackers. I think it'll be really good.
Oh yeah. It's really pretty, the view that's out here too.
We're going to a sugar house.
Yep.
I think it's going to be some kind of little guided tour showing how they make their maple syrup.
Yeah, you gonna give me some sugar in the sugar house?
Oh, okay.
Sounds like the rain's picking up a little bit more.
Ooh, they have like recipes for like French toast, pancakes.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Look at the big machine here behind us. I guess it's kind of not what they actually use, but like a good representation of what they use, I think, to kind of produce syrup and other things like that.
Hey, since we're talking about syrup, check this out. It's talking about like different syrups that miss better worse, Long Island, Aunt Jemima, stuff like that. And it says, display of imitation pancake syrups. Don't be fooled by fake flavored syrup.
Wow.
So what we got is like true traditional syrup, which is,
Like that's the only way to go.
Dang, but look how big that is, like a gallon of syrup.
Look, it's even funny, they even have like a little Cracker Barrel one over here. It's like, as good as that is 45% cane syrup.
So, it's got some extra additives.
And by the way, people, I think you can go, and this is Sugar Brush Farm, and you can order directly from them online. You don't have to come here just to get it. So you can order from them online, they'll ship it to you.
And what we tasted, I mean, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The dark, or the, what was it, very dark? Tasted, had more maple flavor, and then they have some lighter flavors that kind of resemble honey. So it kind of depends on how you like it. They have kind of variation, and then they have cheeses that you can actually buy online, and they'll ship it to your house, which is crazy. Thinking ship something like cold like cheese. But
yep.
Yeah, it's definitely something to check out. We might have to order some more when we run out.
There you go.
Well, this is interesting. They have a map of where everybody came from. So
you see a lot of it is in New England, and because this gets too clustered, they do have another one so you can more specify what part of New England people have come from over here. But
and look, even on the world, there's like people from Europe. Like the part has filled up because so many people have pushed around there.
Yeah, Europe. A lot of people from Africa.
Asia.
India is very popular, which has a lot of people in India in that region. China, and even the two Koreas, North and South.
And you got a couple of Australians. You have little clusters, around the coast of Florida. Little clusters in Texas. Clusters around there. Cluster here, and then kind of like sporadic. But I can see our city, so we are going to put an orange one for Go Vols right on where we're from. Just a little northeast of Nashville. Gotta love these covered bridges.
They're very cute here in Vermont.
It's funny, we actually got a little magnet. I like to get magnets when we travel.
Look over there.
Oh wow, that's pretty. And we actually got a magnet with this picture on it. Oh, well, you can't see it, but
there's a lot of bridges like this in Vermont. See if he wants to grab him.
We made it to New Hampshire. And commercial now, but we got the NASCAR race on. And that is loud. That's a win. Sorry if that bothers y'all's ears. About less than 10 minutes away from our hotel. Gonna watch the race. Probably eat some dinner if it's not too late.
And then it's time for the NASCAR Weekly Podcast
On the Icebergs channel.
Yep, and we have special guest Jimmy Johnson. We already have done a pre-recorded interview. We're looking forward to premiering that. If you're watching this, it's already later, and you've probably already seen it by now.
Yeah, and if you're watching it just because of New Hampshire, he is a NASCAR YouTuber.
Yeah.
So that's why we were talking about NASCAR. We are all about it.
Yep. And after a long day on the road, making a few stops through Vermont and into just barely getting into the town of Claremont, New Hampshire, we were pleased to be staying at the Common Man Inn and Restaurant. This is a lovely, older hotel, and it does have a lovely restaurant attached to it, and the interior of this restaurant is absolutely beautiful. We were treated to a lovely dinner here while we watched Kyle Busch go on to win the race at Texas finally after what appeared to be 3 days of waiting to find out who won that one. I had some lovely wings. Claudia had lobster corn chowder. We finished up our meal, we headed back over to the hotel, and it was time for the NASCAR Weekly Podcast, and I was on the road for that one. See what we're working with. Well, we got the TV here. Good sized bed. Little dresser if you want to use that at all. Mirror. Hey, that's Danny B. Good sized bathroom. Okay. Looks good and clean.
Good morning. It is now, let's see, what day? Thursday, October 29th.
We've had some breakfast. We've enjoyed our stay at the Common Man Inn.
Let's see if y'all can see it. There we go. Such a cute place. They said it was an old mill, renovated in 2009.
And don't know if y'all got to see it because my camera died at some point last night. But it was set, our room was right on the river. It was so beautiful, clean room, and everything is being done really good here as far as COVID rules and all that. They're still operating really good here. Common Man Inn in Claremont, New Hampshire. Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at. It kind of straddles the border of Vermont and New Hampshire. It was a great stop for us. We made our way through Vermont yesterday, stopped here, and today we're going to make our way through New Hampshire. Plan to stop at kind of an apple orchard. They said that pick your own apples are over. We can still, I guess, look at the trees and go in their little shop. Mr. NASCAR fan over here, just kidding, me too, wants to make another stop in New Hampshire. You might know what that is.
So let me go ahead and just say this. If you're watching this vlog, because there was a lot of people who watched a trip of ours from Gatlinburg just because they love watching travel videos. So if you're watching this video just because you like watching travel videos, we should know now, this channel, DannyBTalks, you're watching, is a channel about NASCAR. I'm a big NASCAR fan. I like talking about NASCAR.
Me too. Don't forget me.
Yeah, she likes talking about NASCAR too. But I want to make a career in NASCAR, covering NASCAR, doing all that. But we're going to make a stop at New Hampshire Motor Speedway because I can't think of the next time I'll be up here close enough to see it.
Yep, that is true. We'll eventually be at a race up here one day. But then we'll also go on a train ride later. We bought our tickets for that this morning. And end up in Portland tonight.
Yep.
So just kind of, each day we'll be doing kind of a, you know, trek across each day and kind of cross them off as we go.
Yep, so buckle up, let's get ready to go. After our time in Claremont, we hit the roads of New Hampshire and we headed up to see yet another local farm as we went to the Carter Hill Apple Orchard.
This is so pretty with the lake. You can see the mountain over there. New Hampshire's pretty well on fall foliage as well.
Yeah, this is really good colors out for here still.
Yeah, we're still got a little over 30 minutes until the apple place.
Yeah. So,
see if they've got any kind of homemade local stuff. Anything like apple flavor or whatnot.
This lake turtle looks pretty good size. We've been kind of following it for a little while now.
Yeah.
It was like a little caboose back there. That was cool.
So we got some apple trees up on the hill, and we're gonna veer this way. This is Carter Hill Orchards. And there's all these, I guess, apple trees that's all been kind of picked over. But yeah, it's really cute.
Unfortunately, it's no longer time for picking, so we can't just go out and grab a few apples or anything.
Yeah.
But there is still some stuff to be found here. So much stuff you can get in here, like farm fresh eggs, fresh apple cider,
pumpkin whoopie pies,
apple pie slices, chocolate whoopie pie. You can get full homemade pies here. And then this is what really looks good. Apple cider donuts. Sounds really good to me.
Yeah, look at this little cute little country.
Oh yeah, very cute in here. And then you don't have to go out and pick apples. They have them all just like right here in bags, so you can just buy some apples if you want them. They're already set up for Christmas. You can come in here and buy lots of nice Christmas decorations and
Out for you.
little plates like that.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then it's a nice view of the orchards out here too. But very, very cute general store. And lots of things you can buy in here. We need to find us something. We need to support this business.
All right, here's their apple orchard, what they did have going. And have them kind of different types of apples. This one's Honeycrisp. And then most of them are pretty much gone from the trees, and then you have some just at the bottom. But you got one, so you got a, what'd you get, a Honeycrisp?
Honeycrisp, that's the way to go for me, in my opinion.
I'm not a big fan of raw apples. I like cooked apples, but yeah, I told him he needed to get an apple, fresh apple.
So what are we doing here? We're gonna do a taste review of these little apple cider donuts.
Yeah, I believe they make them fresh with their apples.
Yep.
They had a 6-pack for, I think, about $4.50.
Yep.
Or single donuts for 95 cents. So
Single donut made a lot more sense to us.
yeah, since it's almost lunchtime, perfect snack. I'll let you know how it is. It looks like more of a cake donut.
Yeah, it smells good. They got a lot of, I don't know if you guys can see this that good. A lot of like cinnamony sugar on it.
Cinnamony, cinnamony.
Sure, but yeah, there's a good view of it.
There we go.
Yeah, let's have a bite.
Oh, let's focus. Mmm. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a good focus.
Imagine a taste of like,
well, you get the idea.
imagine a taste of like, you know, fried apples, kind of like, you know, with cinnamon. But then like, it's got that, I don't know, the cinnamon sugar makes it kind of like crunchy, I guess.
It's really good flavor. It has a good apple flavor in the inside. Man, we should get that 6-pack. These are so good. Got a really good flavor.
We don't need a 6-pack.
No, we don't.
We need a 6-pack, but
Ha ha ha. But anyways, great donuts. If you're in the, I don't even know what area we're in. We're near Concord, I think. Concord, New Hampshire, Carter Hill Orchards. Highly suggest them.
We'll see what town we're in.
Huh?
See what town this is actually in.
That's what I said. I think it's Concord. Concord, New Hampshire. There you go.
There you go.
So, I think it would have been better had we came a few weeks earlier, just because they would have had pick your own apples. I know during, earlier in the year, they have, like, pick your own blueberries and probably other berries, like, during the summertime. So end of October, there's less to do. It's kind of a foggy day. They had a little wood structure you could go stand on top of, look across the orchard.
More like just basic farm duties going on here.
Yeah, they have their shop open like Danny showed you, selling some local stuff, but at this time of year, even probably going into the winter, just go in, get some, you know, local goods and leave.
Like,
so
for those who, if you come up to New Hampshire for the NASCAR race, like that's usually in the summertime, I'd recommend coming out to this place because we're not that far at all from New Hampshire Motor Speedway right now.
No. So that's our next stop. We'll be there in about 30 minutes. So y'all get to see that next.
Check it out.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway,
It's bigger than I thought it was.
aka the Magic Mile. We're gonna see what we can go check out.
Welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
That's about the furthest we can go because they got it all blocked off.
Yeah, but still, we can get out and kind of see it. Cool.
What you think, Danny? You want to come back one day? Watch
Yeah.
it, watch the actual cars here?
Come back and see a race here one day. Looks like a pretty nice track. You know, Speedway Motorsports tracks are usually pretty nice facilities, and this one definitely looks like there's plenty to offer over here.
Yeah.
So, we'll be back one day.
lunch stop at the Tilton Diner.
Isn't that very pink?
It's like an old-fashioned one, definitely.
But it does have like the, you know, this thing on the front here. Like that might be like what they first started out in, was like this.
Like almost a little trailer.
Yeah, and then they built onto it.
This reminds me of that movie, like Cinderella Story, whatever, when they work. I don't know if you've seen that with Hilary Duff.
Mm-mm.
And they work in like a little diner, and it's like bright pink. It reminds me of that.
Oh wow.
Excuse me, sir. Do you work here?
I do. What would you like?
Burger.
Make it yourself.
Wow, how rude. Just kidding. We didn't even order burgers.
No, I didn't.
I ordered a chicken parmesan pasta.
I got some chicken tenders.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on our food. Got our Cokes. Diner.
She got fancy with a bottle of Coke.
Oh yeah, I spent 50 extra cents so I could have the fun bottle.
And I get refills when she doesn't.
Okay. Making y'all hungry once again.
Yeah.
Chicken
A
parmesan.
good big piece of chicken there you got. And I was expecting maybe like 4 tenders. They gave me a lot of tenders here. That's a
Fries,
good portion.
and then homemade maple mustard.
There's one of the best part, like what looks like a crispy fry.
Let's see how it tastes.
Really good, very crispy.
All right, well, let's dig in and see what we think. All right, I see no food.
It was absolutely terrible, but I ate all of it because I'm lying through my teeth. It was really good.
Yeah, it was so good. Drink all your soda. Time to hit the road, head to the train.
What, a train?
He loves trains.
I do. Low key, I was a train kid as a kid.
Train kid as a kid.
I could low key make a second YouTube channel just for geeking out about trains, and no one would ever know it's me just because I just be filming them the whole time.
When's the last time you've been on a train?
I didn't like the Dollywood train. It's been a long time.
I don't know if, well, okay, when I went to Europe, I rode like a real train through the countryside,
Yeah.
but I fell asleep, so I don't know, didn't really get to experience it, but
I guess the closest thing to me riding a train in recent times would be the monorail at Disney World, so
that ain't in a train.
I mean, it kind of is, but
Let's go to the train.
alright, we're at the train station. We're ready to board our train. One thing that I really enjoyed about checking out the train station at the Conway Scenic Railroad was the fact that inside the facility, they actually had a true model train store set up inside of the train station. Now, me myself, I've always been low-key kind of a rail fan. In fact, if y'all would be interested, I kinda would like to experiment with a few rail fan videos, but that's up for you to decide. It could be a part of the vlogs with just myself. And also, I'm actually about to be constructing an in-scale model railroad. If any of y'all are interested in that, let me know. But this is just something that I don't see often in Tennessee, so it was really nice just to take in all the views of inside the train station. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty interesting right beside it right here. Looks like a bus, but hope I don't get copyright for this.
On behalf of our train crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Our engineer is Tom, our conductor is Abby,
Tom.
and our trainman is Jordan, who is also narrating. Hi, Jordan. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them as they pass through the train.
As our train is preparing to leave the station and we get set to go on our journey, I want to invite you to enjoy the views of the Conway Scenic Railroad and enjoy this wonderful music I put together. Our journey will be on the Bartlett Excursion Train. When we're not in the winter hours, this trip is a 21-mile round trip, takes approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete, and the engine pulling us along today is Conway Scenic Railroad engine number 1751, retired New York Central GP9. Sit back and enjoy the views. one point in our journey, our train had to take a little break as we waited for the Mountaineer excursion train to make its way back into the station. This train was being pulled by Conway Scenic Railroad engine number 216, a beautifully repainted yellow and green former Norfolk Western GP35. As our train made its way into the town of Bartlett, it was time for it to change up and head on back to the other side of the train and get ready to pull us back. And from this point, just enjoy the sounds of the railway as we make our way back into Conway Scenic Railroad Station. Coming this way.
On this way?
It's very beautiful. I love just sitting here, feeling a little bit of the breeze and watching everything go by.
It's funny, we're almost swaying and whatnot.
I don't feel as much in this seat as you probably do in that seat for some reason.
Yeah, I kind of feel it rocking back and forth. And it's funny, we're going like backwards. We reached Bartlett and it's heading back to, I think, Conway area, where the train station is.
All right, we're racing. We're racing, guys. Keep up, man. Keep up. I know, it's going really fast. All right, bye-bye.
seats until a crew member advises you is okay to exit the train. Do not open any doors that are not opened by a train crew member. Please remember to maintain 6 feet social distancing between parties when exiting the train. And please wear your mask over your nose and over your mouth until you leave the station area. This includes the platform. You must be wearing your mask on the platform. Can't you see it's gonna be one way or the other? If it ain't full, it's black. You don't stand, you bang. If it ain't big, it's frank. It's gotta be this or that.
I think we were an hour earlier, and I was like, you can't even see.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Look, Ben and Jerry's. There's the other train over there. Alright, Claudia, how'd you like the train ride?
That was nice. It was very comfortable. Almost fell asleep a little bit. It was a nice little breeze. Very pretty place, very scenic, so I like that.
Yeah, very fun, very relaxing. And now we can make a final part of today's journey into Portland, Maine.
Yeah, so definitely check this place out if you're in the train. It is a great stop.
I might like NASCAR a lot, but I'm also very into trains. Alright, here's our dinner stop for tonight. The Lobster Trap Seafood Steaks and Italian. But we're really here because we've heard they've got some good, authentic New England clam chowder. So that's what we're trying to have tonight. Let's go on in. Yeah, if you want fresh lobster, they've got you covered because they've got a lot of them here, it looks like. Probably caught these not far in Maine, to be honest.
All right, there's what they call award-winning New England clam chowder.
We've never had clam chowder before, and we're getting it, I guess, supposedly authentic New England style, so hopefully it's as good as everyone says it is. We looked up reviews on this place online, and everyone talked pretty good about the clam chowder.
Yeah, but look how cute this place is. Just all these little string lights. We're kind of over in our own little section. All right, back in the car. What did we think of the clam chowder?
It was good. I mean, we've never had it before, so I can't really compare it to say, oh, well, it was better at this place and they didn't do this right. So I can't go off of that by any means, but I enjoyed it. I have no complaints about it.
Yeah, I think it definitely tasted like house-made. Had good amount of potatoes in it. Kind of more of a like broth soup. You know, nothing real, real thick or whatnot. So I think it tasted pretty good.
Yeah, it was kind of very rich in potatoes and stuff like that too.
It almost reminded me of a potato soup.
Yeah.
That had some clam in it, which I thought was good.
Then we put some of the, what are those, oyster crackers? Is that what they call those things?
Yeah.
So we put some of those in there and had some mozzarella sticks and some water for lemon. And really it was a fairly affordable dinner. It was like $11 a piece.
Yeah, something like that. I'll turn some extra light on so we can see a little bit. Headed to Portland now for our hotel stay. We'll be in Portland until Saturday morning. So we're planning to do like a lobster excursion tomorrow. And hopefully seeing some more scenic views and just kind of exploring the town. Yeah. So until then, catch us tomorrow when we wake up in Portland and and get on with their day.
It's going to be cold. It's definitely gotten a lot colder. The Jeep here says it's 39 degrees right now.
It's probably all this rain coming in from the hurricane, just bringing in kind of a little cool front.
Kind of a small chance that we might see some snow flurries too, but we'll see what happens.
All right, stay tuned.
32 degrees in Portland, Maine, where we are this morning.
We went straight from fall to winter.
I like how you're in the car, you haven't even took your mask off just because it feels better.
I know, it's like, you know, once it gets cold, it's like you actually kind of want an extra covering over your face.
I know, same here for me. I still got mine on, but no, we thought we were gonna get to go on a lobster boat, but that's not happening now.
They called me this morning and said there was some kind of warning. I don't know if, you know, just because the wind or something. They said they stay near the bay and kind of pull in the lobster traps or whatnot, but we chose to get rescheduled to tomorrow, so that kind of has to rearrange our plans a little bit. We were planning to drive from Portland down to Philly tomorrow to get ready for our flight back on Sunday.
Which is still like a 7-hour drive.
7-hour drive, which is a haul. But I really wanted to do that. You know, you think of Portland, you think of Maine, you think lobster. I just think that's a unique experience. So we'll have a really long day tomorrow, but on the bright side, that gives us kind of wide open availability for today. So I think we kind of maybe want to go on a hike, look at some lighthouses, go to I know the LL Bean stores up here, like in Freeport. Might take a venture up there. I think it's about 30 minutes away. So yeah, I think it's kind of neat in a way. It, you know, blessing in disguise works out, that we get to explore. You know, we've just been drive. That's what tomorrow's for. Yeah. But we gonna just stop and, you know, the saying like stop and smell the roses. You know, stop and just kind of enjoy the city, because we've been just go all the time. Yep.
But we are experiencing, you know, kind of like conditions of all temperatures, and just curious here. What is the temperature in Nashville, Tennessee?
In Nashville, Tennessee, it's 46 degrees.
Okay.
Well, not too much warmer than here, but
yeah,
still.
Like, let me see. Can you? Let's see if you can focus on the weather app and show you what's going on. Let's see if your phone will pick it up.
I got it. So just south of us, we're missing a bunch of snow.
So yeah, it is definitely
going all around us.
Yeah, but if you like play it, it's going literally around us. So we might catch it in Massachusetts as we're heading back, just to kind of see it, but not less. You know, it'll probably be all like actual done snowing. Yeah. But I think that's kind of neat. You know, they're experiencing first snow of the year.
Yep. But yeah, let's go enjoy our day.
Seeing lots of water and lots of kind of industrial ships and whatnot. We're heading to the Portland Headlight, which I think is like more the iconic one. And it's around here.
Also, you can kind of see it out here in the distance. Like the fall colors here in Maine are like peak right now. I think out of all the states we've been in so far, this is probably the best that I've seen the fall colors looking.
Wow, wide at the water.
And all the splashing going on.
Oh, that'll be.
That's what you think of when you think of like Maine coast. It's like all these rocks and just waves crashing.
Wow, this will make for a really pretty picture.
Oh yeah, get your camera ready. You're gonna need to take some good pictures.
Oh yeah.
This is incredible. When you think of Maine and the coast, you think of like waves crashing on the rocks, just like that. And over here to the left, one of the things that Maine is well known for, lighthouses. This is the Portland Headlight in front of us. And then you can see another one. Looks like a much older one off in the distance. That's more or less just, you know, to be there. Looks like a structure was there at one point. But see a lot of crashing of the waves over there. But it's just beautiful here. The old style architecture of the buildings, and just the beauty of the lighthouses, and just knowing that there are miles upon miles upon miles of land out, like, no, not land, but water out there leading to Europe and other countries.
You cold?
No, not at all.
Is your nose red?
Oh, a little bit. We can sell. What is the word? We can definitely tell why they wouldn't let us go out on the lobster tour today.
Yeah,
It's
definitely
so
makes
cold,
sense.
So windy, but again, we got to see kind of what you think about when you think of like Maine and the coastline with like waves crashing on the rocks and stuff. Like, she's still wearing her mask. I was wearing mine.
I say I'm so cold. It almost feels
There's
good.
not even that many people out here to really necessarily worry about needing your mask.
I say mine's almost wet.
Yeah.
It's just me breathing.
But it's like, it just feels warmer at this point. Like, I think there's not enough people here. Like, you're definitely socially distanced here. You know, I guess you should wear your mask, but honestly, I just wore it just because it's keeping me warm, so.
Yeah. I'm not sure what else we'll do. Maybe drive to, you know, downtown Portland. Maybe go on a small hike. See some more scenic things.
I'm thinking get something warm to eat or drink soon.
Yeah, he wants some hot chocolate. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Stay tuned and see what we actually do.
Yep.
All right, gotta film our drinks. Got us some hot chocolate to warm up. Exploring just downtown. Just kind of walking around. We are going to eat us a lobster roll here soon. Hopefully we don't have to eat outside. There's a bunch of tents. If we do, it's gonna be very chilly. Gotta make sure my coat's zipped up all the way. And, but hey, authentic lobster.
It looks like a lot of these restaurants are kind of set up to where people have to eat outside. So they're kind of like having these little tents of like
Heaters.
Heaters and stuff.
Yeah, but this is a really neat city. I think the population I looked up was around 66,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got little heaters in it out here in the tent. So if we have to, but yeah, it's just a neat little city. It's time for some lobster. So there's our restaurant there.
Which they don't have a tent with any heaters or anything, so we're low-key hoping that they let you eat inside. Just be nice and wear a mask, but we'll see. It says dine-in only right here, so we'll see what they let us do.
Where we're going is High Roller Lobster Company. They were on Yelp. I think they were like the #2 thing or whatnot.
Yeah, so get the logo right there. High Roller Lobster Company. They got a little skeleton with their shirt and a mask on. That's funny.
All right, so we got our seats right by the window, which is neat with all the art and the outdoor seating and whatnot. And so they said it's servers don't actually come to you. You just scan this QR code. So, oh. Let's see, what do we see?
So it brings up this right here.
Well, I don't see anything. It's a white screen. Gotta load a little bit. And so you just place an order right on your phone, and they said they'll just bring it right out to us.
Yep.
It's interesting.
That's a good way to kind of do business as usual and limit the amount of content they want to make.
Yeah. So let's place an order and see what we get.
Alright. When in Maine, you have lobster rolls.
Well, not you.
And I have a cheese crisp lobster taco. Basically it is a lobster roll, but it's on this little taco shell made of cheese. And then that's more than enough fries for me and her. So
Good stuff. Well, I say good stuff. I ain't eating yet, but it looks really good.
I mean, we've had quote lobster roll before.
And,
This
yeah,
looks like
in our
it's
hometown,
looks like it's truly lobster in there though. I think we had like a lobster salad in what we had.
a salad. What did you think? It was a lot of lettuce?
Yeah, it was like more like it was like finely shredded. Like it was probably like imitation lobster too.
Oh yeah. Probably.
That
Well, you know, we got it at a place by the lake, which, yeah, water, but I mean, not ocean. Like, you don't find the
Yeah,
lobsters.
that doesn't look near as good as what we're looking at here.
Yeah, and they allowed you to get like a different sauce on them. So I got a garlic mayo and some like garlic butter. No, not garlic, lobster butter on there.
And then I got a drawn butter and a jalapeno lime mayo or something like that because it's a taco. So
Let's dig in and we'll let you know how it is.
all right, Claudia, how was our lobster?
It was good. I mean, kind of pricey, but I mean,
That's the way lobster is.
well, that's how lobster is too. We're
And
downtown.
it's a unique experience.
Yeah, so like I told him, if we went to Nashville and had dinner somewhere, it'd most likely be about the same price. So
Yeah.
mine, I think, was 23. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
23 for just the lobster roll,
I know.
which was kind of like, ugh, but you know, like it's an experience. You're traveling, you're downtown. It's seafood. It's kind of to be expected.
And that's why we set money aside for things like that.
Definitely. But overall taste, atmosphere, awesome. Loved it. I think it's definitely a good spot to come to if you want lobster. They had one thing that was neat. It was what was it? A lobby pop?
Yeah.
It was like lobster on a stick.
So it was like some steamed lobster, like on a kebab, but they had like $2 more. They had a fried version of it, which was essentially they kind of describe it as like a corn dog, but with lobster in it.
That's funny.
But
I think we might go on a small little hike, go up to Freeport, just keep exploring.
Maybe not hike too much. It's pretty cold out here, but
hey, if we keep moving, we'll stay warm.
Yep. After a little bit of time enjoying the city of Portland, Maine, and enjoying those wonderfully delicious lobster rolls, we hit the road and headed up north to head to Bradbury State Park, and we enjoyed those excellent, wonderful, and breathtaking views of the Maine fall colors. Mm-hmm.
I made him go to a park. But it's nice and pretty fall. Hopefully there's a scenic overlook at the top. Had to pay to come into this one. I think it's Bradbury Mountain. $4 for Maine residents, $6 for non-Maine residents.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't tell if that was per person or just one flat fee per car. So we just it was nice and probably more money than we probably should have because didn't have exact fees.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see what we see along the trail. I'm pretty excited just to kind of get out and enjoy nature. This says summit. Steep as ascent, but not a difficult hike. Look at that. Does that look like not a difficult hike to you?
I'm out of breath. Wow. Look at all that. Alright, so Claudia, we are on a much better trail now than the first one we walked up. Why did we not go up this way?
Good question. I don't know. I think it was the longer trail, so I said, let's take the short way. No, not a good idea.
This is a mile in length for this way.
These are pretty short trails I'm happy with, because I mean, if I want to go on an all-day hike, yeah, okay, I'll do 5-7 miles. But, you know, just for an afternoon, I'm not wanting to walk that far. So this is a great park to go for, you know, just a short afternoon hike. Yeah. You know, you get to be out in nature, but it's not real strenuous if you take the right path. Yeah, but it's much better. Our little map here said it was a gradual ascent, and it's even better when you're going down. Very gradual. LL Bean stores are popular here, so we were going to go check it out. Looks like they've got a retail store over there. Not really sure what this part is, and then they have like a ski something over there. So they've got this whole little section, and then there's a bunch of little retail shops over there we might wander over to. Yes, so I found the answer real quick. It's actually the hunting and maybe fishing.
I'm happy. I like this stuff.
Yeah, so
I've been hunting a long time early.
LL Bean, definitely outdoorsy store. I didn't realize they made fishing and hunting stuff. So we're just gonna check it all out.
You get a moose call.
Oh my gosh, only something you find here.
You don't find that in Tennessee.
Well, I guess the stores kind of connect because we are now in kind of camping section. Got water bottles, snow tubing. That goes over to camping backpacks. It's almost time for Christmas, I guess.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It shows how they actually got into this taxidermy. That's really cool. Okay, so you've seen the Oscar Wienermobile and other things, but have you ever seen a boot truck?
That is a Ford F-250, and they've changed everything about it.
You think? Yeah, I saw it from the street and I said, oh my gosh, it's a truck. He said, what are you talking about? I said, it was a truck that looked like a boot.
Yeah, you can just drive it wherever you want.
About to go have some more lobster. So, I've seen this place on Yelp as well. Luke's Lobster, I think, or something like that. They got a tent and some picnic tables.
It looks like you can eat inside.
Looks like, because there's nobody out here and it's dinner time and it's kind of neat. It's right on the water. I've seen some pictures online that the restaurant inside actually looks out over the water. But yeah, right up to it. When in Portland. Full on 1.5 pound lobster. Oh, it looks like you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's got his bib on. He's got his, got the, what's this called, a cracker?
Cracker.
Ready to dive in. No, do not, no, don't do any of that. But wow, I've never had a full-on lobster, so excited to give it a try.
So it says step 1 is remove the tail.
So you can see what he's looking at. They gave us little instructions to show us properly how to eat the lobster.
I don't really know the right method to it. Am I supposed to eat this?
Ew, stop. He's gonna make me not want to eat. He's just being silly.
Anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy my salad first, so I'll save that for a minute. Hey.
So we obviously are done eating the lobsters.
Yep.
What'd you think of them?
Very tasty. Definitely worth the money.
Yes. And you know, earlier in the vlog we were talking about the price of lunch was about $23 for just a roll.
Mm-hmm.
This one was a lot more affordable. It was $25 for 1.5 pound lobster and 2 sides.
Yeah, like I think our lunch was okay. I think realistically it was worth maybe more like $17 for the rolls and the fries, to be honest. But
yeah, I mean, obviously it's lobster. I expect it to be expensive, but I thought that was a little steep for just a sandwich for $23.
Yeah.
Which for, you know, $2 more, we get a whole lobster and 2 sides.
Yeah.
But you know what? Thumbs up, Luke's. It's right on the water. We were there at night, so you couldn't really see the water.
Like you kinda, but not much.
You could see it, but I'm saying at lunchtime, oh, it would be, or early evening, great stop. Yeah, so another thing, you know, finish eating dinner. What do you eat after dinner?
So, yeah, so we ate what Maine is best known for, and now we've got kind of some other things that Maine is known for, and that's whoopie pies. We kept seeing these things literally all day. Some even in other parts of New England, like New Hampshire, but Maine is especially where they have been seen the most.
I got a pumpkin one because I'm not much into chocolate. And then another thing we saw there is they had these drinks.
So you don't get Coca-Cola, you get
Moxie. She described it as like a Coke and cola, whatever, but a little bit spicier. Not really sure what it's supposed to taste like. But I do see on the can it says it's bought by the Coca-Cola company.
Well, why don't you go ahead and try it for me?
Alright, let's see how it is. Alright, it's brown like a cola, so it looks like Coke. Smells a little bit different. I feel like that is hard to explain.
Is it good?
I don't know, I'll have to... I'm trying to think when I'm it tastes like almost like a cough syrup.
That doesn't sound good.
But it tastes syrupy. But I do get that spicier flavor. Why don't you taste it? Let's get Danny B.
I got my own.
Let's get Danny B. viewers an accurate representation of what it's actually like. You'll see what I mean. The worker was saying it was hard to describe, so I see. But it's like the official drink of Maine or something, she was saying.
Like, it's got a different aftertaste.
I think it's the aftertaste.
But yeah, when I first drank it, it reminds me of like RC Cola a little bit. Like, it's not like Coca-Cola, but it's like a cola taste.
I prefer Coke.
I'll drink it for the night. I can't say it's gonna be my go-to favorite though.
No, definitely not. anyways, got the truck race on.
And
They're at Martinsville, last race before the championship.
Johnny Sauter's waited all year to finally do something. Looks like he's actually in the lead.
With 59 to go. We'll try our whoopie pies and let you know how that is. Alright, there is the pumpkin whoopie pie. How's the chocolate over there?
Very good. Very chocolatey, I guess.
Yeah, this is so big. Like, big handful of it, you know.
And why it sounds weird. It's like a dessert hamburger because it's just so big.
It's about the size of one. But we're going to finish our desserts. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Tomorrow is Halloween. Woo!
Which means we gotta find a costume, Claudia. Why did you not bring something?
Oh no, no, just kidding. But tomorrow we should do our lobster excursion cruise.
Yep, because that got moved from today to tomorrow because, well, as you saw from earlier with those waves that were crashing the lighthouses, there was no way they were going to take some people out on the boat today.
No, so hopefully weather will be all right tomorrow. Then we'll make our way back down to Philly and make some extra stops along the way. So, see, hopefully something Halloween related will be tomorrow. All right, so sayonara from our night in Portland.
Now, before we said goodbye to Portland, Maine, and made our way back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for our flight the next day, after a day of eating lobster and enjoying everything that there was in Portland, well, we had to see how was the lobster caught. So we went out with our new friends for a lobster excursion, and it was quite the memorable experience.
All right, putting 3 fish in the bag. These are what, the bait?
I don't know if they'll all fit in there, but we're going to try it.
Go in, little fishy.
All different crabs here in Casco Bay. This is the Maine rock crab. If you've ever heard of peaky toe crab meat, that's how they put our crab roll sandwiches. Our license lets us keep them, but there's not really a processing plant around here, so it's not worth it, so we just throw them back.
There we go, guys.
Look at that one.
Wait!
John, what did you just sell? Rock crab? So yeah, so this guy, let me get a better grip on this guy.
All over the place.
Yeah, this guy's feisty. So this is the one that Sheila just showed you. So this is Maine rock crab, known as peaky toe crab. This one on my right hand, this is a Jonah crab. So when you get the Jonah in the restaurants, they'll cook the whole crab and then they'll make a little cut on the claw and you kind of split it open. There's a big piece of meat hanging out. Super tasty. The peaky toe, usually they'll put the whole crab.
Almost.
Grab an arm with his leg.
And you got a shell.
Yeah, right? These guys, they'll pick all the meat out of them. Then you'll get these in like a crab roll or a crab meat sandwich or something like that. But yeah, because it's so labor intensive to get the meat out of these crabs, nobody picks them in Portland because our labor rates are kind of high.
Right.
So other parts of the state they do, and then they ship it down to Portland. So we don't have any market to sell these guys. So they all get tossed back in.
Meanwhile, the seagulls are just wanting one of them to be given to them.
It's big enough. Look at that.
That one's good.
Easily on the back, guys. That's a keep.
Yep.
We're 1 for 2. All right, we're in business here. And then go ahead and pull the bag out of there. Grab the string on the bottom and just dump the old straps out over the side of the boat.
They just want to eat it.
There you go. All right, now I'm going to trade you. Here's the new bag that we filled up, so we're going to wrap that onto the cleat. Pull it up as high as you can off the bottom.
Winner, chicken dinner. Actually, it's a fish dinner.
And those seagulls knew exactly what to expect, too.
Right.
Yeah, kind of in the
Now you're going to twist it.
air.
So this is a crusher claw. Whatever size that sides on is the dominating claw that can break a shell or anything. This one is more damage. It's a scissor claw. You can find that. This goes right through your skin, so that's no fun. You're going to squeeze. Release. Turn. Oh, good job.
That should be a keeper, I think. Good haul right here. That's a big size crab, too.
Wow.
Look at that.
Whoa.
There you go, guys.
Look at that tail.
Just use the short side of the measure. So
That's
rotate
not
it over to this. Yeah, there you go.
So that was, yeah, you saw how
Rotate it right around to that.
Yeah.
There you go. You got the idea.
Okay, that's it.
Easily on the back.
Yeah.
Keep.
Good keeper.
All right, that's a good one.
We'll go on that side, I guess.
Smart guys.
Whoa. He's like, give me lunch.
Okay.
Just start out real quick.
He's not gonna come out.
That was a little bit harder.
Yeah.
While our time on the water in Portland was fun with our friends from Lucky Catch Cruises, it was time for us to finally say goodbye to Portland and Maine, and we made our way back down towards Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But along the way, we did have to stop and have some lunch at a place that we had heard was a really good New England area, so we enjoyed lunch at Friendly's restaurant. Alright, so we stopped in at Friendly's for a burger and fries.
See, there's not much left.
Yeah, so I don't think you're enjoying it at all, are you?
I'm full.
But no, this is a true New England classic from what we've heard. You know, you only really find them up in New England and randomly in South Carolina and Florida.
Yeah, and I think they're also known for ice cream, so we might get some.
Yeah, no, even though there's snow outside.
Yeah, it's
but
freezing outside.
there's literally snow outside.
Yeah, but then our next stop is Salem, which is about 15 minutes from here. Hopefully it's not too crazy. It's a little after 12:15.
Yeah.
Saturday, who knows? But I'm a big Hocus Pocus fan. Really want to stop in and see some of the filming locations. Just say I was there and head out.
Yep.
And keep on trucking to Philly.
Yep. Alright, this might have made it worth it coming to Friendly's just for the ice cream. That looks so good.
Strawberry sundae with strawberry and sprinkles for me.
And then I got chocolate fans' favorite. Chocolate with Oreo pieces with cream and sprinkles and a cherry on top. After lunch, we headed down to Salem, Massachusetts to make this Hocus Pocus fans' Halloween dreams come true. Alright, some of you fans of Hocus Pocus may recognize where we're at right here. But this is the school that the kids went to in the movie Hocus Pocus. Here in the city of Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah, we went to Allison's house first. A ton of people over there. There was some, like a witch house or something that people were looking at. Tours going on. But over here is more of a calm part of the town.
Yeah.
So I think another spot that's going to be really popular is like Max and Danny's house. I think that one's going to be really popular.
Because it's right by the water too.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people are going to be over there. But it's nice it's near this little park.
Yeah, and you can still see there's still some snow on the ground and stuff from the snow that they got over here. And I don't think you're a Hocus Pocus. You're not a Hocus Pocus fan at all, are you?
Nope. So my hair is in the way. I don't know if you could see that. No, not at all. I grew up watching this movie, so it's like my favorite movie. I try to watch every year. All right, so this is an iconic spot for Hocus Pocus fans. Max and Danny's house. We got a crowd of people over here. It's really nice being next to the water. We got our photo in front of it. Yeah, and I always think it's neat, you know, because even that part's iconic. And they say people actually live there, which I think is kind of funny. You know, all these people taking a picture in front of their house, but...
Yeah, I'd say this time of year they honestly might even go out of town, just get away from here.
Yeah, so they don't see all these people in front of their house. But yeah, it's on this nice little quaint street. They actually had the road blocked off, so we had a street park and walk. Technically, it was only for if you had a little sticker, but we just parked real quick because there really is no like general parking because...
It's just a town.
It's just a town. It's not... You know, a little small town of Salem, Massachusetts. Well, that is it from Salem, and I think keep on trucking to Philly. Next stop, maybe Connecticut. Something for him?
Yeah, there may be something there I might like. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to film this because it was dark and there was a security guard kind of looking at me a little bit. But while we were passing through Connecticut, I did stop and see the WWE headquarters because I am kind of a fairly big wrestling fan as well. But meanwhile, once we got back into Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it was time for us to enjoy some lovely Philadelphia cheesesteaks with a good friend of ours, Michael Carey. Alrighty, well, I apologize for not vlogging much of the cheesesteaks. We kind of got distracted in a good way. Michael Carey, a lot of you guys might be familiar with him if you're big into NASCAR Twitter. He's done some work with folks over at NASCAR on Fox, as well as a little bit with folks at NASCAR on NBC, and now he's doing some stuff with TobyChristie.com. But I had the pleasure of hanging out with him, as well as my wife Claudia. He treated us to some Philadelphia cheesesteaks and kind of showed us the area for how it is. And now we're here in our hotel in Philadelphia, and it's about time to leave. It's like
let's see, it's
4 in the morning.
Hey, put me in the shot. You gotta end it off the right way.
So this is Mrs. Baldwin right here.
Yeah, as of 1 year, this was a great anniversary trip. So
Happy I could be here with you, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world.
yay. So yeah, Danny, you need to insert some pictures of the Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
They were good. We went to Gino's, which was kind of neat. It was all lit up late at night on Halloween, so that was interesting.
It's funny, she sent a picture to her parents and said, had an authentic Philly cheesesteak. Her dad immediately guessed it was a Gino's.
Yeah, there was nothing in the background you would even detect that. The wrapper, you couldn't even tell the wrapper, the logo on the wrapper. I was like, how'd you know that? That was kind of funny, but yeah, it was good. It was fun to say we had one. Got back here to the hotel late, probably pretty much took a nap. Slept about 4 hours.
Yeah, basically what it was. We had time change, like...
Thank goodness we got an extra hour.
I see time change is true, because our clock over there says it's supposed to be actually 5 o'clock. It was yesterday, so...
Yeah, so thank goodness for time change, because we actually got 4 instead of, what, 3?
Yep.
Yeah, so, great trip. This is probably going to be a really long vlog, so if you're watching it to this point, thank you for sticking around.
If you've watched all this, you're a true Danny B fan, so I appreciate you being here.
We mainly make this for, like, kind of for us as a time capsule to remember our special trips and look back on. So, thank you for sticking through this. Until next time, have a good one.
See you later, guys. Bye.